There's an attorney here, you have to wait.
I understand.
It's a lien, so that's not free.
This is leaning. Oh, this is wrong. Is this it?
My name is Bruce Whalen, City of Hollywood Code Compliance. This case was brought by Julio Pineda and was given a date to come into compliance of January 25th, 2017. They were supposed to resod the front lawn. When I did a re-inspection, the lawn was still in deteriorated condition.
It's 1829 Scott Street.
Oh, 1829.
Yes.
I'm getting them mixed up. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, this is the tow truck. Okay, the property was cited, and they were supposed to come into compliance by January 25th, 2017, to remove a tow truck from the property. And on the inspection, they did not remove it by that date.
What's the date it had to be removed?
January the 25th, 2017.
So wait a minute, we're here over non-removal of a tow truck?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is, just to add, magistrate, there's been like 4 different code officers in that area. I picked this up on a sweep that we did of that area. There's like 4 different officers over the last 5 years that have cited this property for the same tow truck. It keeps coming back. But I'm the first one to adjudicate it.
It misses its home.
I have no idea.
Keeps flying away and it goes.
Yeah.
All right, are you Anthony?
Yes, ma'am.
IRIZARRY?
IRIZARRY.
Okay, Mr. IRIZARRY, what's with this tow truck? Speaking to the, speaking to the mic.
Well, I never received the violations when they did, cite me with the citations.
Have you, is this, do you own this property?
I've owned the property for 21 years.
Do you live there?
I lived there and I don't. At the time
Talk
at the time that they did cite it, I guess, or gave me the violations, I wasn't present. But from the letter that I received stating that I had to come to a court hearing, just last month, I never received that hearing. I called in, and they fined me $100. So then I had talked to one of the code enforcement officers in the area. He says, I don't see a problem with it. There's no letters on it. There's no numbers on it. The beacon covers were covered. It's no worse than any other vehicle out there that's out there.
Whose truck is it?
It's my truck.
Okay.
So then I said, well, just give me a little bit of time and I'll move it because now I have to go to a court hearing. He says, this was just recently.
No.
This was a couple of weeks ago.
No.
Listen, you want to interrupt me? You want to listen to me or do you want to hear me?
Okay, I mean, you have to talk into, first of all, you have to talk into the
Well, if he
mic
wants to
because-
interrupt me, go right ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead. Go say what you got to say. What
Okay.
you have to say.
I don't understand.
All I'm asking right now is that if you give me a little bit more time, 2 weeks, 7 to 10
Where's
days,
the truck gonna go?
Listen,
But you have to talk into the mic. You have to.
I have to remove the truck. Right now, I'm not in the position financially to remove the truck, but my father just died recently in that house, in the current house. My mom's just got into an accident a month ago. I'm currently her caretaker, and it's been hard for me. But like I said, I just spoke to one of the code enforcements in that area. In fact, if you want, I'll go home and bring you back his card. And he said, I don't see a problem with it. And if you really did a sweep on that block, there's a company out there that's running a limo service that runs a car wash out of that
Okay, I want to
area.
hear about another one.
But at the same time, there's bigger problems on that block than a truck that doesn't even look like a tow truck.
Okay, all I can
You
tell
know,
you is.
so all I'm asking is if you give me just another week, 7 to 10 days, I have to remove the truck because it's an issue.
But
you know?
here's the problem. It's been an issue for a long time, and it's an easy issue because it's got wheels on it, so you can drive it away. And that's what you should have done.
It's not running right now. That's the reason why I
Okay.
didn't drive it away.
Okay, can't hear about other violations. This is an example I give everybody. If there's
That's
10
fine.
cars speeding, especially if you have a red car, and the trooper sees your car and stops your car and gives you a speeding ticket, You can't complain that everybody else was speeding. You're the one that got tagged, you know, it's like,
I respect that.
okay, you understand that.
I
So
respect
your
that, but being on
violation-
that block for 21 years, and if you did a sweep, and if you did your sweep correctly, you'll see that there's a business that's being operated with commercial vehicles and a passenger bus that's bigger than the size of a city bus, and you're gonna sit here and cite a
Tell
vehicle,
him-
you're
tell
gonna cite a
him-
vehicle that doesn't even look like a tow truck,
But-
that other than its lights?
You understand though, it doesn't help
Are you serious?
It doesn't help you
You
at
know?
all, that other people are violating.
Well,
So all I'm asking is if you give me just a little bit of time, 7 to 10 days, I'll have the
You have to
vehicle
talk to the
removed.
mic. Okay, Mr. Whalen,
barring the attitude, Marion, when was the initial violation issued?
Entered in on September 22nd, 2016.
September, it's now April. We had a magistrate posting on that property for the magistrate hearing, which he did not attend. We then had a notice of hearing, and then we got the notice for this. And first of all, when we do a sweep, we're assigned to like 2 streets. I'm not an east officer, I'm not the officer assigned to that area. Every code officer in the city was in that area when we did the sweep. We wrote what we saw that day at that time.
you don't have to tell
Okay,
me
all right,
other
well,
violations, I don't
okay,
care.
no, but what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter if you have advertising on the tow truck or not, it is a tow truck. The tow truck is outlined in 72-112A as being prohibited from being parked or stored in a residential area unless it's doing contracted business at the said residence.
Okay.
So he's had since September to move this truck, and I even checked after the hearing, and it was still there even after that, so.
Okay, listen, I have to impose the lien because I don't have any choice. You're still in violation. I'm gonna tell you the same thing I said about this nice man at the end, Mr. Jeffords. If you drive that vehicle off of your property today, then you're in compliance. I don't know what you're gonna do with it. Find somebody who has a garage that you can put it in.
I just can't understand how I just spoke to one of the code enforcement officers
that's-
just the other day, and he said, listen,
Okay,
it's not a problem.
this is
In
a
fact,
cool-
he told me not even to show up.
Okay, first of all, you have to speak into the mic, like I said before, because this is all recorded, and the reason it's recorded is it's a public record. So if somebody wants to appeal or somebody wants to know what the information is, you have to speak into the mic, okay? I can't consider what somebody might have said to you at some time. That isn't evidence. If you brought the code inspector here today that you're talking about and he testified, I could listen to that, but I can't listen to somebody else told you something else and some other day. It doesn't come into evidence. So I'm going by what Mr. Whalen says.
How can you just place a lien on my property when I never received the citation?
Well, you live at that address, so, you know, you should.
Currently, and I told you I off and on live there. I told you that.
Whose
just-
problem is that though? Is that the city's problem? that
No,
you
that's
don't-
not the city's problem, but where was the citation? Who was the citation issued to? Where is the citation? If I had the citation, then maybe at the time I would have,
Okay, Mr.
rectified and
Mr.
took
Irizarry,
care of the problem.
I'm
you know?
imposing the lien, and it goes back to 125-2017, $100. But that's $100 a day for your not complying by doing a really simple thing, moving a truck for
It's not
$100
that
a day.
simple. You know, my father just passed away out of the house, and
Listen, I'm
financially,
not-
I've been in a little struggle,
Magistrate,
and it's
for the
not that
record,
easy.
I
But if
have
that's
this
what you,
as
if that,
2/9/17.
if that's all,
Hold on one second.
I have this backdating to 2/9, not January.
Oh, what date?
2/9/17.
2/9/17?
No, it came before the magistrate in January 25th.
Right, the
Okay.
comply by date was 2/9, so the
Okay.
lien would start 2/10.
Right.
Okay, so it starts on 2/10. I'm gonna tell you the same thing I tell everybody else. If you comply fast, really fast, and you have Mr. Whalen's card,
No
and you call
problem.
him and say, I've complied, Mr. Jeffords is a very kind
no
person.
problem.
Even if he denies it, he's a kind person.
I'll see you Monday. I'll have it done by Monday. Is that fine?
Okay.
For the record?
Magistrate?
For $100 a day, you can rent a palace for that truck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can.
Okay.
This is John.
But I'll
Chipley.
see you at the
Hold on
homeowners
one second.
association meeting.
One second.
I'll be there.
Code manager, can I just ask
Is this-
the citizen, where is his property registered as far as Broward County property appraisers? What is the mailing address?
1829 1831 Scott Street, Hollywood, Florida 33021.
So that's the same place where the truck is?
That's, it's sitting right in the front.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
because a lot of times people-
1829-1831 Scott Street.
Okay.
And the address that he was talking about, the grass, is actually right next door, which
No,
is
no, no,
ridiculous.
no, that's another case.
That's
That was
totally
another case.
ridiculous what you did to that guy too. And I've known him for 20 years.
Okay.
21 years
It's
on
not the
that
same
block,
one-
and you
it's not the
guys
same one we're
target the
talking about,
wrong
sir.
people.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, as a homeowner, 21 years owning that property, dealing with the BOQ, the halfway houses that we got to deal with the strays. In fact, the house across the street that's abandoned that you guys boarded up, and you're worrying about a tow truck and a guy with grass. You know what? And again, it's about my tow truck, but it's ridiculous what the city does and you code enforcements continuously do to homeowners like me that try to better and help the community and better the streets for a safer street. You know what? In fact, I got an issue right now where when my father died on the property, you guys issued me a fine and a citation for a sidewalk program that I offered to fix that was cracked. When I went ahead and fixed it and the inspectors came out there, I said, if I had done it, you would have never passed it. Now guess what? Now it's raised. And what did they do? I came back and brought it to your attention and they said, I'm responsible. I said, hell, I paid for the cracked sidewalk. And they gave me a fine the day my father died when he was bagged up going into the truck because of guys like you targeting the wrong problems.
Okay, Mr.
You know,
Irizarry,
it's ridiculous.
They don't,
You know,
inspectors do not.
this one
create-
individual right here,
He
in
doesn't-
particular, targets certain individuals.
He
I
does
know
not-
him personally. That's why you can't even look at me.
He
I
doesn't-
can look
know,
at you.
Mr. Irizarry, okay,
Trust
rule out
me.
of order. He does
I'm
not
just
create-
saying.
He doesn't create the law, he just enforces what's on the books. So if you have a complaint
So just
about-
like the other code enforcement officer did, and I have his card at the house, you're telling me that, you know what, it doesn't matter?
It's
So
correct.
just like him,
No.
now it matters for
It
him and the
matters
other.
because he's here with the evidence in court today.
No problem, I
Okay?
understand, man.
All right, so you're gonna move the truck somewhere.
I'll tell you by Monday.